Hello, everyone. I just love that. Anyway, yeah. Hope everyone's doing okay. This is going to be different. I was going to start this show as just the political readings, but then I started thinking because I was listening to the news, and the Supreme Court was giving an opinion on the 14th Amendment of the Constitution. Yes, I know, Pegasus. It's going to take me a while to get started again, and that's okay. I'm patient. I have the rest of my life. I'm retired, so this is it. We're starting, getting back in here again. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do, I want to talk about some of what's going on here. And there's a lot of talk about the Constitution and what Donald Trump is trying to do. So maybe I should call him I've been calling him Cankles McStinky. Oh, there it goes. It keeps getting darker. I don't know what's going on. My video. I'm not sure what's happening. To put more light on myself. It's it starts getting dark. I don't know what's going on. It's a very strange thing. I had this happening backstage, and I don't know why I'm suddenly disappearing. It's like the lights are turning off. So hold on a minute. This new StreamYard is just doing stuff. I don't know what we're doing, but it is making me. I have lots of light. It just doesn't. I feel like I'm suddenly in a cave. Do you see this? It's okay, hold on a minute. I want to try one more thing. This is crazy. I wonder if the other camera does this. This one's getting dark too. I don't know what's going on. All right. I'm going to put the Ozbot back. All right. I don't know. We're just going to have to figure out why I look dark, and I keep brightening the lights and keep disappearing. I don't know what's going on. So, all right. So I might look like I'm in a cave. I don't know what's going on. My camera keeps all of a sudden gets darker. Oh my God. Get brighter. Does that work? Is it the Ozbot doing this? Okay. Oh my God, you guys, hold on a minute. This doesn't make any sense. I thought this was just something. I'm going to open up something. Might make me disappear briefly. Wait, let me just turn this. Let me turn this off for a minute. Okay. Oh, let me just do this. I've got to do something in the background and figure out what is going on. I thought I had this under control. Okay, what are we doing? Image. It shouldn't be doing this. Oh my gosh. Camera. I won't do it. All right, I don't know. We're just going to have to figure it out. Okay. I don't know. Has anyone else been having this problem? All right, I'm going to try to. This is crazy. I'm getting darker. I have lights on. What is happening? Turn all the lights on. Very bright. Okay, I'm trying. I don't know what's happening. Okay. All right. This is the craziest thing. Okay, so I'm sorry about the start. Sorry, guys. I can't see because all the lights are in my face. All right, let's see. Sorry about that. Technical difficulties. I hope I can get through. Okay. Hi, Pegasus. Hi, Carolyn. Hi, Fatima. Hi, Johanna. Well, no, there's something's going on with the camera. Technical difficulties never stop. Okay, what I'm trying to do today is a little different. I was just going to come in and do political readings. And then I got to thinking that there's a lot going on with the Constitution. Ever since he got in, he's trying to cancel amendments and all that stuff. And I just thought, why don't we talk about what is actually in the Constitution? Because I really feel like it's just crazy to me that the Supreme Court is giving an opinion on an amendment in the Constitution. Okay. It's an amendment in the Constitution. They don't get to choose. So I don't know. And I'm also prepared to share my screen. And if I do that, I won't be able to see you guys. I've got the Constitution up at least, and I have some saved amendments and articles that I want to put up. I'll put up on the screen just so you can see it along with me. So I got this. I've got a bunch of these I got from Amazon, and I think it's just really important to go through. So if you will bear with me. So I think there's a lot of disinformation out there, and they've been trying to dismantle the Constitution. We know that Kenkel's McStinky would like to get rid of it, but that's not going to happen, and we're not going to let them. So we all need to, hi Gina T, we all need to, if they try to do something like that, we just have to all get back out in the streets like no kings or something. We can't. North Korea showed us what to do, pretty much. Not North Korea. I mean, South Korea. Oh my God. Not North Korea. Forget that. Yeah. No Kim Jong-un. We don't like him. All right. South Korea showed us what to do there. And so did, who else did? I can't remember now. But anyway, okay. Let's just get into this. Let's talk about it. So we know that the Constitution and the Declaration of Independence, the Declaration of Independence was signed on July 4th, 1776. Okay. And I saw Trump was out there talking about, oh, it's the greatest thing. It was. Meanwhile, he's trying to take away all of our rights. And that's a no. Okay. And I also want to make a disclaimer. I'm not a lawyer. There might be a constitutional lawyer or someone watching. And if you are out there, please correct me if I'm wrong about anything, please. I don't play one on YouTube, but I don't think it is hard to understand the Constitution. They wrote it in plain language, which was something that we were working on very diligently in doing for the government, where I worked for over half of my life. And so to me, all of this that's happening doesn't make any sense. I can't believe we're here at this, having this problem. But it is, I think, easy to read the Constitution. And I'm going to read the preamble here because I think just to keep everything in mind. And you guys know about this. I'm not talking, I know Pegasus, but, I'm not talking to people that don't understand this in my audience. I know you guys do. And so I just want you to know this, some of what I'm doing too is for people who aren't watching this video and need to see this. So I'm also hoping at some point it might reach. Okay. I know you guys are aware. Excuse me. I'm losing my, okay. So it says, we the people, not we Taco McStinky, we the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, which he takes away from us, provide for the common defense, not war, defense, promote the general welfare, capital W, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America. So beautiful, So in the Constitution, there's three, like the first three articles. Well, there's more than three articles. There's we have, I believe in the first part of it, there are 7 articles to the Constitution. Article 1, which in here is several, we've got sections 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 sections, which is all about the legislative branch, and they're the ones, the House and the Senate, how the representatives are chosen, how the Senate. I'm not going to go through everything. I'm not going to read everything. There are some things I'm going to pull up. It's just a lot. I don't want to overburden anybody here, but so it talks about how the states, they get 2 senators from each state. We've got the times and places and manner of holding elections, what that is. Section 5, and each house shall be the judge of the elections, returns, and qualifications. Section 6 is about the senators and representatives receiving compensation for their services as are ascertained by law. Section 7 talks about the bills raising revenue. So they're the ones who, how they do the taxing. That's up for them, bills and things like that. Section 8, yes, Section 8 is specifically about talking. The Congress shall have the power to lay and collect taxes, duties, imposts, and excises, to pay debts and provide for the common defense and the general welfare of the United States. Okay, so like tariffs and all that stuff, Section 9 is about the migration or importation of such persons as any of the states now existing shall think proper to admit. Okay, that's an interesting thing. I think that one was repealed. Okay, that wasn't good. Yeah, some things in here, it's the old stuff and things that happened before, like 1908 and things like that. Okay, so we have that, and then it's interesting in Article 2. I guess maybe I should pull some of this up. Let me do that. Let's share my screen. Share this one. Okay. Let me do this. I see here's Article 1. I hope you can see it. Section 3, Section 4, Section 5. All these guys in here. All right. And then we get to Article 2. If we can ever get to Article 2. This is the one where Taco thinks that it gives him the right to do everything. It does not. All right. The executive power shall be vested in a president of the United States of America. He shall hold his office. Let me see if they're doing this right. Okay, they are capitalizing office and term of 4 years, and together with the vice president chosen for the same term as follows. So this next section in here is about elections and how he's elected. It doesn't mean that he's in charge of elections. Nothing in here says that. Talks about how each state shall appoint in such manner as the legislature thereof may direct a number of electors. So there's our electoral college, equal to the whole number of senators and representatives to which the state may be entitled in the Congress. But no senator or representative or person holding an office of trust or profit under the United States shall be appointed an elector. And I'm interested in this one. I actually need to look up more information about this. Holding an office of trust or profit. That stands out to me. And we see him making a lot of money in here. And here's how they shall do the electors. It shall be in the states, vote by ballot. And for the president, vice president. And then we get into things like how the Congress determines the time of choosing. I like how they spelled choosing back then, CHUSING, and the day. And so and that day shall be the same throughout the United States. And of course, no person but a natural born citizen or a citizen of the United States at the time of the adoption of this Constitution shall be eligible to the office of president. What? No, that's only natural born. That's weird. That's interesting. I'm reading that differently. I read this earlier and I kind of stopped on that too. All right. Well, neither shall any person be eligible to that office who shall not have attained the age of 35 and been 14 years a resident. So this is interesting. There's a lot of interesting things in the Constitution that's been in the Constitution, right? Okay. This is going to be endless loop here. Okay. I guess you guys can see it. All right. So let me get into this because I'm going to get into some other things here. I'm going to pull this down. I'm going to stop sharing this for now. Okay. All right, let me get over here. Oh, I'm dark again. What's happening? This is the craziest thing. It's like my camera refuses to let me be seen. What is going? I have lights on. This is it's like I put lights on myself and it gets darker. Maybe if I turn the lights down, it'll give me light. We'll see what it does. See if it does that. All right. Well, anyway, we have to go back to the other camera. All right. So now I want to get into something else here. Okay. So I'm just getting darker and darker and darker. It's protecting my identity. I'm good. I'm disappearing. I'm literally like, what is going on? This is the craziest thing. Okay, I'm sorry. All right, let's get on with it. Well, I still have light. Just I'm gonna have to dump this camera. I don't know what's going on. All right, I want to focus. All right, so should I have on a hat and scarf covering your face? I know it's protecting my identity. Apparently, this is just crazy. I don't know what's going on. All right, well let me get in here. So I want to talk about, where is it? Article 3. Let me get into Article 3. Okay, so this is the Supreme Court. Okay. Now, this is very interesting because you see them, deciding whether or not birthright citizenship is going to be a thing, which actually that amendment, the 14th Amendment, basically says all persons born or naturalized in the United States and subject to the jurisdiction thereof are citizens of the United States and of the state wherein they reside. No state shall make or enforce any law which shall abridge the privileges or immunities of citizens of the United States, nor shall any state deprive any person of life, liberty, or property without due process of law, nor deny to any person within its jurisdiction the equal protection of the laws. Okay, and then it goes on about representatives, Section 2, how it's apportioned among the states. Section 3, no person shall be a senator or representative in Congress, blah, blah, blah. Section 4 is about the public debt. Section 5 is about the Congress shall have power to enforce by appropriate legislation the provisions of this article. Now, on this amendment, and they've got the 3 asterisks on here, it says the 14th Amendment was ratified July 9th, 1868. Okay, so we've had this on the books for a long time. It's been an amendment. This is just, you can't make the light go any brighter. It's like, what happens if I turn it off? Like, will it let me have light? No, I'm just gonna have to see. Okay, this is crazy. I don't know what's going on. Turn it back on. Maybe if I make it lighter. I'm not pointing at myself. Okay. Maybe if I don't point it at myself, I'll have light. Okay. All right. So now I want to talk about what they're trying to do. So, no, I was talking about Article 3. I want to go back to Article 3. Article 3, which is the Supreme Court. As I disappear and I'm on again. All right. I don't know. I've been out of view for so long, my equipment doesn't like me. All right. Article 3. This is what the Supreme Court is supposed to be doing at the Supreme Court. Okay. Section 1, the judicial power of the United States shall be vested in one Supreme Court and in such inferior courts as the Congress may, from time to time, ordain and establish. The judges both of the Supreme and inferior courts shall hold their offices during good behavior, which I find interesting. All right, I need to bring this one up. Okay. Here's Article 3. I forgot I had this. I'm just disappearing, so we'll just take this off. Okay. Okay. I'm like disappearing. Okay. So you can see it on the screen there. All right. And I highlighted some stuff. Okay. for good behavior, and shall at stated times for their services a compensation which shall not be diminished during their continuance in office. Section 2 here that I put over here says the judicial power, and this is the important part, shall extend to all cases in law and equity arising under this Constitution, the laws of the United States and treaties made or which shall be made under their authority, and blah, 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 blah. And nowhere in here, like, I just have section 3. I've also marked up treason down there. We got about the trial of all crimes, except impeachment, shall be jury, blah, blah, blah. We got treason. And that's it. That's all Article 3. What you see on the screen right there is what they have a right to do. Okay? So, I don't know what's happening. So it's okay. All right, so that's that. All right. I don't understand this. This is so crazy. I'm like, I can't seem to be seen. All right. I can't get over this. What are we doing here? All right, visual effects. I'm going to try and brighten this somehow. We'll see what I can do. Go in the background and okay. Just so I can kind of be here. All right. So we have that. Now, and we see them going in and they're going to read on, they're going to give an opinion. And I didn't read the opinion because I think it's nonsense. And here's why. So here is Article 5. This is how you change the Constitution. Right here. This is it. All right, let me get it on my thing. Article 5. All right, and I'm going to read it. So everyone, this is it. The Congress, whenever 2/3 of both houses shall deem it necessary, shall propose amendments to this Constitution, or on the application of the legislatures of 2/3 of the several states, shall call a convention for proposing amendments, so a constitutional convention, which in either case shall be valid to all intents and purposes as part of this Constitution when ratified by the legislatures of 3/4 of several states, or by conventions in 3/4 thereof, as the one or the other mode of ratification may be proposed by the Congress, provided that no amendment which may be made prior to the year 1808 shall in any manner affect the first and fourth clauses in the 9th section of the first article, and that no state without its consent shall be deprived of its equal suffrage in the Senate. Okay. This is like, I don't know what to do. I'll hold it so you can see me. This is nuts. Okay. So, none of this makes any sense. I don't know what they're reading, what they're looking to do when they don't have the right to change it. So I don't know. And also in Article 5, honestly, they can't just write a law and overwrite the Constitution and just say, we're just not going to do this amendment anymore. An executive order can't stop an amendment. I don't know what these people think they're doing. It's like the GOP has forgotten what their job is. They used to carry these. I suggest they read them and get your nose out of your Bible and read your Constitution. It's like, there's nothing wrong with your Bible, but please read your Constitution. I don't think they read it. So sorry, I'm just extremely mad. And we have we got a couple amendments in here that were were ratified or changed, not ratified, but they were changed, amended. So we have one, the 18th Amendment was changed. So if I can find it, amendment, I don't know if it's my movement or something's, I have an Ozbot. It might be trying to change. I'll have to look at that later. Okay, Amendment not 13, although that was changed as well. I'm looking for Amendment 18. All right, Amendment 18. Okay. Again, I'm dark. Hello. Yes, I'm trying to do. I'll put it down here. I'm just pointing at myself. Okay. So it's like fireside. This is very strange. Spooky. All right. It's very weird. Okay, Amendment 18, which was after 1 year of the ratification. This was about prohibition. Okay. So it was like after 1 year from ratification, this article, the manufacture, sale, or transportation of intoxicating liquors within the importation thereof or the exportation thereof from the United States and all territory, blah, 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 blah. You weren't allowed. So they went ahead and repealed it in 1933. So the 18th Amendment was ratified January 16th, 1919. Hi, Spiritual Sean. And then it was repealed by the 21st Amendment, December 5th, 1933. So then we have, you go a couple pages. I mean, this is not rocket science. The founding fathers knew what they were doing. You know, the 25th, that 25th Amendment's not. 21st Amendment. Thank you. I thought that was wrong. Okay, 21st Amendment, which is on the next page. Okay, and this one, Section 1, the 18th article of the amendment to the Constitution of the United States is hereby repealed. So this was ratified December 5th, 1933. Man, that was a lot of years without any alcohol. I don't know how they could stand it. Yeah, I'm having camera problems. This is probably going to be a shorter show. I'm going to try to get my points. I might have to do this as a recorded version, you know, once I figure out my camera. I don't know what's going on. This is very strange. There must be some setting I have that's causing this. It might be an auto balance or something. But anyway, the Constitution's not difficult. They wrote it so that we could all understand this. No offense or conspiracy theory, I promise. But back then, yes, they were human. And yes, it was a different world in 1776. And what happened. We unfortunately had slavery, and they're trying to take women backwards. I mean, I'm disappearing. I don't know what's going on. So this has to be, I have to cut this short. But anyway, and you guys, you can find the Constitution online. If you don't have a copy, you can get it from the National Archives, which is what I had pulled up. You can get these from Amazon. You might even be able to buy one from a bookstore. But especially now when they're trying to take away our rights and they're trying to send us backwards, I think it's important that we all, where am I going? Okay. That we, this is the craziest video. I was really serious and I wanted to do a good video, but my camera's not cooperating. So I'm going to have to try to record it. I'm going to have to go back because it has me off my game. I feel like I'm bouncing around. I had it how I wanted to do it, and then I got thrown off. But regardless, the states are the ones that have to do it. They can do a constitutional convention. Stephen Miller can just shush up, everything he's trying to do. And now they're doing this thing with if there's somebody visiting America and they just happen to be pregnant, their kid's going to be American. Well, I don't even think that's necessarily true. And you know why? It's like the family can't move here. They're not going to drop the baby off in America and they have got to go back to Ireland or they have to go back to Europe and just leave the baby here. It's like, that doesn't even make sense. They're not going to renounce their citizenship and just suddenly be here. And it's not that easy to get here for anyone. So it's kind of like, it's just, the argument doesn't make sense. They're just, I don't know what's wrong with these people. They just want to double down. They lose and they double down, they double down and they double down. And they just keep doing these things. And it just makes them look like traitors, quite frankly. Yes. And Spiritual Sean says, I have a copy, but let me ask. There are people saying we are no longer beholden to it because, no, we are beholden to it. Don't listen to them. This stuff, though, this drives me crazy. No, we're still the United States of America. And Donald Trump doesn't get to take this away from us. Yeah. Yes, we do need the silliest today. I'm glad you guys are finding it funny. I'll leave the video up. I'm going to redo the Constitution part, but it's just crazy. But no, this still stands. And for 34 and a half years, and 38 years actually, I've had the oath. I took like 3 years to go in private stream, went back to the government, but I have an oath to this Constitution, whether I'm working for the government or not. It is my oath, and I love this Constitution. It is a living document. And just because they are, they're so corrupt and they're making money on stuff and all of it's illegal. We are going to get this country back. Yes. Oh, I'm going to leave it as it is. I'm going to do a recording version of it. And I'm going to do it the way I wanted to do it. I sort out the camera things. But I just don't want you guys to lose hope. And I think I'm here here I go. I'm disappearing. Where am I going? Oh, I'm back. Okay. So it is the gremlins. They're messing with my camera. But I mean, this is still here. All right. And there are still people working in the government who still have an oath to this. I got out, and I actually, it was a good thing I did, because my job isn't there anymore, which is ridiculous. But anyway, there are still people that are there, and they are working for the right reasons. And I'm hoping the civil service can get put back to normal, because what they're doing to the civil service is absolutely wrong. Where am I going here? Is it the glasses? Maybe it's my glasses. Let me change them. Just see if it's like something reflecting. Maybe, I don't know. But I mean, this is a very powerful document. And if people want to change it, they got to go through the right process. So I don't know, but just don't give up hope. And we're still fighting for this country. Yes, we do stand strong together. So it's just this camera. I don't know what to do, guys. It's just crazy. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to have these kind of technological hiccups until I because I bought new cameras while I was not on. And so everything is just kind of, and they updated StreamYard, and YouTube's different. So it's just a collision of messes. But anyway, I don't want to talk about that. But yeah, so I just hope that I've given you a little bit of hope, and that as it's written, the Supreme Court, and this backs up what I've been saying, the Supreme Court can't change this, and the Article 2 cannot change this. Only Article 1 and the states. So let's not give up, and don't believe everything they're saying. Please don't. Where am I going? It's right in front of my face. Look at this. It's like it's getting darker. What is happening? It's like, do I have to do it to see what happens? Oh, interesting. Oh, look, it came back. What if I turn this off? All right. Move this here. Okay. The AI version of you is great. I know. Maybe that's what it is, Sean. Good Lord. All right. But yeah, because of the technological things, I did have the camera above and everything. And I was going to say, maybe we could pull cards, but I just think that the technology is burping and hiccuping and all that kind of stuff. But okay, look, maybe I'll do a recording tomorrow and try to put this out the way I meant to do it. I'll leave this here. It's a good laugh with me disappearing and reappearing. like a ghost. Okay. But all right, you guys, thanks for coming in. I know I've got small audiences these days until I get going again. And once I get my technology sorted out, maybe I can start doing some collabs again. No, I'm going to be doing this. So I'll be having more shows set up, more lives and recordings and goofiness. My shows are always chaotic though. So if it's not chaotic, something's wrong. So maybe I need CERN. Yes. I know it's a joke. I know. I'm not sure what CERN is. Yeah, see, I'm out of the loop now. I'm no longer an IT specialist. What I was an IT specialist, so I should be able to figure out what the heck is going on here. I think it's an auto white balance in the background here, but I think that's what it was. Sometimes I click on stuff and mess up my. See, it's just disappearing. Bye. All right, you guys. I guess I'll run my intro as an outro. All right, you guys. I have this new intro. I put it on the back. I just love it. I redid it. It was saying political and spiritual, so I flipped it to spiritual and political. And I think I found my theme song, the collider that turned off on. Oh, that's right. That's right. Thank you. Look, I'm disappearing. All right, I guess I better go because the lights are turning off on me. So I'll figure this out. I may come back on Friday to do some readings during the day. So I'm gonna keep going until we just get going again. So, all right, everybody, have a great night. And thank you for coming in and hanging out with me while my camera hates me. So it's been fun.